Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on Animal Garden. Today is a bit different, as you can see. Sorry. By the way, if you hear something in the background, that is my air conditioning. I'm sorry for that. It's very hot up here in on the attic, so that's why. I'm gonna play Trollmakers today. I am hoping to make more videos on this game. Just because I like it and I wanted to show you guys what this is, and most of you guys don't even know what this game is and what it's all about. Trollmakers is a game where you make stuff, vehicles, art, all kinds of things. The variety of possibilities is enormous. Oh, by the way, wait. Shift tab. Maybe I can invite him to play some with me in a multi. Wait, how do I do this? Is this the chat? Okay. Wanna play some? Okay. Let's see. I just noticed that he was playing Trollmakers as well. But okay, I'm just waiting on his reply. While I'm waiting on his reply, I'm gonna tell you guys a bit more about Trollmakers. Trollmakers is, as I said, has a lot of varieties of possibilities in game mechanics, maps, and building styles and making stuff. We've got 7 maps, 5 kind of normal maps and 2 special ones. And in multiplayer we do as well, but instead of rally, which we have right here, we've got dethrone or death throne, or I don't know how you want to call it or how it's called or pronounced, but yeah, the purpose of this map is that you there's a game on this map that it's like King of the Hill. The longest to have the crown wins the game. We've got challenges, help, and which will, if you're new to the game, this will help you very much actually. Sometimes I still look and try to find something which will help me, but most of the time it doesn't. News. This is where the developers. So I don't know. What do you mean? Okay. But that is the place where the devs announce new updates or whatever, or the how do you call it, the DLC. And here the settings. This is a Steam game. Since a few days you can also play this for Scrapman. Hold on. Sorry. Since a few days you can also play this on PC. Okay. And I've been playing this since a long time. When I first saw this game, it was by a man called Scrapman, who has been playing this game since the beginning, and that is 3 years ago. And he is phenomenal in what he can achieve and do in such short time for his videos. And not only talking about Scrapman, but also some other people are really talented with the limits and the possibilities of this game. And I'll show you how it works. Oh no, wait. I think I should have made a multiplayer server for how is it even called? Hermagnusson, I think. Yeah. Okay. Do you Let's try and see what his reaction is. Wait, I forgot which. Look, it says that I've been playing this game for 803 hours, but that must be. Oh, he's typing. Must be around 1500. Because this mean that I've been playing this for a couple of weeks, maybe a month, and I really haven't been playing that. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Well, that's clear. Oh, I'm on the test zone. That's clear. He doesn't want to play, and I'm going to acknowledge his preference and leave him alone. Okay. This is the test zone. It is completely flat. I don't know why or how, but it is located at 100 meters in altitude, which does limit our height by just 100 meters. But for some vehicles, it really matters that 100 meters, because in a supersonic rocket I made a few months ago, in that 100 meters, from 100 to 200, I gained a velocity of, what was it, around 500 kilometers an hour. And I know it would be like 20 on the roof. Again, okay, forget it. Sorry. Trailmakers, as I said, is a building game, so we've got forehand, like, already existing blocks, so we can't make. The only thing I do think they need to add is a 1 by 1 by 1 block. The only thing we do have as smallest right now is this, and this as a 1 by 1 by 1. But sometimes that does not look good in some creations. But yeah, and to be honest, I really like to make planes in this game. As you can see right here, this is my biggest plane, I think. I am going to count the wingspan of this in the future, because I do also have another very big plane. Well, yeah, this one. I do not know. This is, by the way, my first. This is my first good performing plane, and the community, the Trailmakers community, also thought that, because it got first one time. It lasted for a few days before. Okay, I need to show you guys, because I do think it would be a bit confusing. In the workshop, you have tags, like if you click on airplane, you only get airplanes, or maybe something related to an airplane, like this Chummy airplane. If there's something like plane or airplane in it, or it is tagged by airplane, it comes in the tag airplane. And my plane got first in general, like it wasn't this spot where the Star Destroyer is right now. Sorry. By the way, if my voice is a bit annoying to listen to, sorry for that, and if it's a bit too loud, I sadly cannot do anything about that right now. Maybe in next episodes. But yeah, this plane I can't use. Well, I could fly it right now, but it doesn't have any use on this map because the use of this plane is to make is to carry barrels. Barrels are, you have two forms of barrels. That is the blue one and the red one. Blue one is passive, so it doesn't do anything, just like in Minecraft. I'm just now referring to Minecraft. Passive mobs are like passive things are like in Minecraft sheep or villagers. But the you also have red ones, and those are explosive. So like you can compare it with a creeper, but instead of when you get close to it, it explodes on contact. And originally this plane was made to carry crates or containers, and they were a bit too big for this plane. I could still convert it to the size of those, but I don't think it would be as fun because I can carry 6 barrels with this plane, and I think I could only carry 1 container with it, so it is a bit inefficient. But yeah, as you can see at the top, there are many controls on this thing, and that is mostly because of the electromagnets. Those are those 6 things, like black, kind of gray things, right there. Those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. As you can see, they are arraying right now, which means they are charged and can attract metal things, or actually any block. So yeah, let's fly this thing. First of all, let's press T as flaps. F, by the way, no, I'm not gonna die. F is for the cockpit or entering the vehicle. I've got H on the same point, but that is for the air brakes. So T. G is for the gear, landing gear, right there. It's a bit glitched, but okay. ASWD is for the controls. S is to go up, to go up. W is to go down. You can all control this by yourself and change some settings. A and D are for roll. And I add this to almost every plane I make in the past couple of, maybe since a year, something. And that is yaw, and yaw is the ability for your plane to turn to the right and left on in spot, so it doesn't need to roll. I'll show you guys. By the way, I like to have my thrust controls on. I'd like to have my thrust controls on Z, X, and space. So let's take off here. Okay. Gear is closed, gear has come up, and flaps have retracted. Okay, yaw is this, so your plane turns like that. As you can see by the grid pattern on the bottom right there, it is slowly turning to the right, and now it's slowly turning to the left. And some planes, well actually most planes, use bank and yank controls. That means that the plane has to bank to the right or left and then pull up using the elevons right there at the back to turn. That is a very quick way to turn. That's why most fighter pilots and fighter jets use that bank and yank technique to turn in dogfights or in trainings. Trollmakers is well, in my opinion, very close to real life physics. Like, it does have something with, there is a center of gravity and center of thrust involved in this game, but the amount of realism in this game, it varies with the creation you have. Like, and there are all kinds of things you can change, you can do to change that. Like, if my plane would be off-center, if my CG center of gravity would be, by the way, center of gravity is the point, well, at least on the plane, is the point where there's the most amount of lift. So in real life, when you have the side view of a wing, wait, let me show you guys. That's also pretty cool of this game. It had the detail on this is pretty good. The only down part of my laptop is that it can't run on high resolution, so that's why I put this on low resolution so it can run pretty good. Okay, let's remove this plane and get to the wings. Look, when you have a profile, this varies with every plane. You have the whole lifting surface, right? And that is this. In real life, the CG, in optimal situations, you want the CG to be at 55% the way from the front. So like this right here is halfway, midway, okay, and that would mean that the way like this around. Let me get a block because it is 4 long. So now let me get a 4 on my block. This right here. Oh, well, this right here is half part of it, and the CG would then be likely to be around here in real life, but that varies in this game because I could have the CG right here and it could still be a good plane. And to be honest, it is very difficult for me, and I think other players as well, to measure the CG. And as you can see right here, it's pretty heavy as well, but all the lifting surfaces are right at the back. I know I've got these canards. Canards are little winglets that will help gain lift at the front of a plane. You can also see canards on the Wright brothers plane. Those two like wing-shaped pieces at the front created lift. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, and yeah, that's about it. Wait, what was I talking about? I was talking about CG. Oh yeah, and realism. But as I said, you can do many things to change the CG, but still, like, I could still say that the CG is right here and it would fly amazing. That's just because of the weight distribution. If I would have like put we have weights in this game, 50 and 30. You can also use engines like around 60 kilograms, or even seats 50 kilograms, another 30, 30, 50 again, as weights, and that would pull the CG right here or a bit to the back, but the CG would be right here. Ideally would be right here, but it's still here. But it would fly great. So the sake of realism, or like real physics in this game, changes with what you make and how it looks, and especially with the um, weight distribution. And if you guys think I am talking with very difficult words, I'm sorry, but I watch a channel called Flight Test, and they use those words, and I've watched those videos for a long time actually, and after a while you understand what they're talking about, and that really helps with me, and also that helped with me in this game with, as I said, CG and differential thrust. Differential thrust is, let me show you. Differential thrust is when a plane, I'm just gonna build a makeshift plane on a free floating bearing. Okay, I need to get an anchor piece. Okay, just like that, and a spinning servo, and let's say oh, too big. Let's get this one. Oh no, I've got a glitch where I use quick movements, and that is with ASWD when I select something and I use ASWD. But I have a glitch again where the axes of ASWD are changed. I don't know why or how that works, but okay. Well, let's put this on. No, not on left shift. E and Q. Okay, let's say that this is the. Oh, hold on. It is on toggle one. I don't want that. Differential thrust is easy to explain like this. Differential thrust can be used as yaw, but if you use differential thrust, you don't need need to have you don't need to have a vertical. Well, you still need a vertical stabilizer, but you don't need to have that control surface that gives you yaw. With differential thrust, you can just use the propellers or the thrust source as yaw movement. Like now, I would be flying straight, but when I would use differential thrust to go to yaw to the right, I would spin the right motor less to go to the left. This is a bit excessive, but in real life I can't control the speed of these right now, but I could do that in the settings. And to do that to the left, I just lower down the speed of the left engine, and then I would go right, or left I mean. That is what's called differential thrust, and you can use it, it is being used very often in RC planes, small RC planes. By the way, RC stands for radio controlled, so those remote control planes. Yeah, I don't know what I can show you guys right now. A bit more, I can show you my collection of tried recreations. Oh, I'm sorry. I tried to make. Sorry. I'm really sorry for that. Yeah, apologies. This is my latest plane. Well, not really. Second latest plane. I tried to make a B-52. It didn't really work with the cockpit and the wings. It does fly okay. And I don't know what this is, but I know this is militarized, so weaponized. I did make some liveries with the same plane. Yeah, I know this has weapons on it because the core. How does power cores? These are power cores, so like engines have a specific amount of power cores. In this situation, I have 95 power cores that include the power tail fins, cannons, engines, and gadgets. And also, what did it do as well? Just engines and gadgets and some wings. Okay, and so I know there are more power cores here, and I didn't add any engines, so that must be gadgets like guns. And here again is that a very good plane of mine. Not to be bragging or something. I tried to make a warship right here. Didn't well. I think it did go okay, but it works. And that's it. Again, that Southwest livery right here. I tried to make. This is actually one of my first planes. I tried to make a P-38. Sadly, though, a few months ago, I lost my map. Like, what do you call it? In my documents, in my archives, in the archives of my laptop, I accidentally deleted the map with all of the folder with all of my creations, but luckily found them in the trash in the bin, in the trash bin, like the digital one at the left corner. So I downloaded just a few of them. Just the ones that I liked. Oh, hold on, get back. So the P-38, that's a World War II bomber plane. I've also got a Spitfire. This is just a glider I made. Some fighter jets. Another few liveries. TUI, Southwest Airlines, KLM. I don't know what this was, but I tried to make an aircraft carrier. Right here. My god, is it difficult to talk. This is the Spitfire I was talking about. I'm talking Irish right now. Why? Or is that Scottish? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna keep it with my normal accent. I tried to make a Concorde right here, didn't go really good. And that is the church bell again. Well, again's okay. Sort of a B-2 bomber. But yeah. By the way, that bell represents the end of this video. I hope I didn't make it too long, and hope you guys enjoyed it. By the way, speaking about that bell, have you hit it yet? Have you hit the bell beneath this video, right next to the subscribe button? And if it's correct, if you have done the right thing, you have also already pressed that subscribe button. And while you're there, please, if you like the video, you can show me, and by pressing the like button. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of this content, it is coming soon. I'm thinking of making another video right after this. Just have to go to eat something, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.